Glad to have you with us from Bloomington, Indiana, Memorial Stadium. A late season clash, one that could have huge stakes and could be a determining factor in how this season is remembered. Week 11 in EA Sports College Football. It's the Oregon Ducks and the Indiana Hoosiers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
I caught up with the Ducks head coach before the game. He knows that they have got one of the best wide receivers in the country, highly rated and experienced, but a young quarterback. They have tried to put some things in this week that will help them get the ball to their best target on the field. We'll keep you posted as the game continues. Guys?
All right, Holly. The Hoosiers headed for the ball, and we're ready for action. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So the Oregon Ducks offense will have the football first. And here comes the guy that is a surgeon in this attack. Tough day in that last loss, threw a couple of interceptions and did not throw a touchdown pass. Trying the left side. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick.
And that's something you're always worried about. The first drive, it's a good play by the defense, but you're worried about your freshman settling in a tough environment on the road, the crowd going bananas. Palmer, he makes the early mistake, and I look forward to watching this kid. How does he respond to some early adversity?
Yeah, he hasn't played in a lot of environments like this throughout his career, there's no question. So this is obviously a major challenge. If I'm the head coach now, I'm pulling him aside, and I'm saying, hey, listen, interceptions are going to happen. Let's get that one out of the way now. Let's learn from it. Let's move forward. But as a play caller, you got to help this young quarterback out. Now, you have to run the ball. You got to find him some easy completions to get his confidence back.
And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
I know it wasn't an interception, but a lot of times tips and deflections leads to interceptions. Great job by the defender getting his mitt on the football.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Zings it complete to the right. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And this one is anything but routine, a 48-yard attempt from the right hash. He slides that just inside the right upright. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Makes the catch. It's Bear. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And this offense is searching, man. They're trying to find something. Last week, they did nothing. They got nothing going. Looked really, really poor. This week, starting a little sluggish. They got to find something they can hang their hat on and something they can build off of for this offense.
Defenses have had their hands full slowing this guy down all season long. It's the speed, and it's the open field running ability and vision. That's why he's second in the nation in rushing yards, and that's why he's square in the conversation for the Heisman Trophy.
Might be changing the route. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And this is what the offense knows they cannot do. They can't allow sacks. In their last game, they were sacked 5 times. Obviously lost that football game. And early in this one, they're having issues again, keeping their quarterback standing up straight.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You can tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37. The Ducks, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. They'll run the screen. There he goes. 10. Touchdown, Ducks. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
Yeah, and that's a nice job selling it by the offense, dropping back, making it look like it's pass. That running back slipping out of the backfield, throwing the football, getting a dynamic playmaker in space, and he says, I got this, I'll do the rest, and gets the touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Indiana comes out ready to get this drive underway. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Looking downfield on first down. Fires into traffic. It's picked off.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times in great position, you see them there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
Running to the left. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, not great blocking up front. They're struggling to get the running game going. And tell you what, they got to find something. Last week it was a bad performance, and this offense has got to get some momentum early in this.
Finding some room. Touchdown, Ducks! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Got it behind the line. It's shot. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? And the Hoosiers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good third down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you wanted. Like the interception, the turnover. Good to get back on the field, get that first down. Now see how much more they'll be aggressive and maybe want to throw the football and put that mistake behind them.
They're dealing with a second and long. The inside handoff. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder.
Fires toward the end zone. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense put you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Got a little grass. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
And on that run, he shows you his speed. When I think Oregon Duck running backs, LaMichael James, Kenyon Barner, Jonathan Stewart, I think about guys that are burners, and when they got into the second...
Going to take a shot. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
The Ducks are marching down the field. To the air on first down. Throws it deep. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He is going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. As we take a look at the stats, things a little one-sided so far. They've got a first down here to open the period. Wants to throw it again. Rushes on him. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
And this has been a struggle for this offense, protecting their quarterback. It's priorities mission number 1, right? Every single game you go into. Last week, I think a lot of the reason they lost was because they gave up so many sacks and hits on their quarterback.
Bringing the heat. Got his man in the middle. And tackled there by the defense. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. This third down play more than manageable from the 24. Can the defense stand tall? Fires to the right. Got the big tight end on the corner routes. He's got enough for the first down, and they might get some extra. It looked like a face mask to me. It's been said over and over, you have to protect players' head and neck area. This penalty, so important at the college level. And the Ducks have it with a first and goal. He'll set up to throw. He's got him. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on second and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. Touchdown, Oregon! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
Well, I think the coaching staff and fans knew that this guy was going to play a big role in this offense this year, but I don't know if anyone expected him to have this kind of season statistically, guys. That's his 20th rushing touchdown on the season.
Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some
Finds a spot in the middle. Oh, he's got some space. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Could be an alley. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
Man, this is a guy who just seems to get better as the game goes on. What a run getting his offense down close to the goal line.
So nice creating explosive runs in the run game. Now you're getting in the red inside.
And he's in. Touchdown, Indiana. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, tune up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. The give to the left. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Makes it past the marker. Turns it on in midfield. Got a lot of room to the right. Inside to the house. Touchdown, Ducks. You know they love their track at Oregon, and when the gun goes off and he hits open field, he is headed to the tape, and he was burning by the time he hit the end zone.
And they've had guys year after year with serious track speed. They'll get to the small runs, lull you to sleep, and then boom, they make those big plays because they got big-time playmakers with speed at running back.
The Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive. Someone not clear on the snap count, it'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Just a little too eager there, and they'll back up 5, and it's 1st and 15. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Nice move to keep running. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Caught in the backfield, it's shot. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
I think to be a good 3rd down offense, guys, you've got to be able to run the football. You're going to come upon these 3rd and short situations multiple times throughout the course of the year, but you've got to be able to get push up front, and it helps when you have a talent like that to turn around and hand the football off to.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Defense needed that stop badly. They gave up a touchdown. They gave up a field goal. Here they are in the 3rd possession. They've got to find a way to get off the field. So really nice job on a critical 3rd down, forcing an incompletion.
And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely foot the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield. And now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Looking for a crease to the left. That's a way to get some breathing room. He's got 5 out to the 9-yard line. Offense a little backed up here, and boy, would it help to convert this third down. They'll try to power. Ball is free. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. The Ducks will call on their punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Indiana comes out ready to get this drive underway. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. The Hoosiers want to pick up the tempo.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
Wants to throw it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. Right down the boulevard. That pulls them to within 15, 28-13 the score.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
He'll bring it out. It's West. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. With the catch, it's Hampton. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the first half. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Grab near the marker. It's Williams. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He goes right back to the air. Complete to Williams over the middle. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
changes tight end. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. We're just about ready to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. We check in with Holly Rowe.
Indiana's head coach told me coming out of the locker room, they are really thrilled with how their defense is playing so far. They knew coming in that they had a really tough opponent in the wide receiver on the other team, somebody who could change a game with one route. If their defense has been stout and solid, we'll see if they can continue to do that here as that wide receiver gets the ball here to start the second half. Guys?
Thanks, Holly. To the air on second down. Blasted as he lets it go.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man.
Here's a little room there. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29. And the Hoosiers come to the line with a new set of downs. Defense showing blitz. Will they bail out of it? Might as well give it to him again. Turning it on! And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
And this offense is kind of showing you a little bit of everything, but putting big plays together, really getting their momentum going. This ground attack now, you watch, they've got a little bit of everything, man. The balance, the structure, the play calling. Right now, they're in a really good rhythm.
It looks as if we have an injured Hoosier at the end of that play. The Hoosiers will try to put one on the board on first and goal. Oh, the defense moved in there too quickly. You think it's never going to work until it does, and that'll be a first down. Penalty is on the D. I guess the good news is it didn't lose much ground, but there's not much left. And the offense will take that gift, set up right on the doorstep, first and goal with the one. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Hoosiers! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And a lot of times when you get down here in the red zone, man, it's players, not plays. Finding your individual matchups that you feel very confident in. And I'm not surprised they went to their go-to wide receiver. And I'm also not surprised that he won on the outside and got the touchdown.
He'll bring it out. It's West. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the third quarter, they'll try to answer here. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Out of the backfield, he's open. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. They'll try to get the first through the air. And he can't grab the bullet pass on 3rd down. The Ducks will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and take it back. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense, to be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting the push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
Clock ticking away as we have 4 minutes left here in the third. Leaves it with the back. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The lone back's got it. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Hoosiers are moving quickly down the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Got his man. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down. The Hoosiers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. From the gun, give on the inside. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They give it to him again. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29. They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. This is going to be a 46-yard field goal attempt. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. That'll cut this lead down to 5.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting it second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
And the Ducks will send out the punt unit. No fair catches here, looking for room. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. The run to the left.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Tight end now in motion. The play action fake. Fires to the right. Wide open downfield. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. That big play flipped the field. Now they go to work from just outside the red zone. Gives it on the option. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Keep it on the ground. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. And the Hoosiers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it, everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
They want to run it left here. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Just feeds the running back. Might have a chance. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Man, he has been the definition of consistent all year long. You talk about building a team. You get a guy like this that you can hand the football, and he makes play after play after play. That's why he's number 2 in college football in rushing, and that's why he's in the Heisman Trophy picture. A running back in the Heisman Trophy picture. It's kind of been a dying element. This guy's very much in the race.
This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. He wants to change this route. Been showing them the run, now they'll throw it. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? Bringing it back. Touchdown, Hoosiers! A pick six.
So much pressure on this defense just to get a stop on this drive. They were trailing, but after that turn of events and the interception, they've now got the lead. And remember, they're going to have to come right back on the field. They've got to be able to refocus themselves. But what a play.
Pass is incomplete. No good on the 2-point conversion. They tried to stretch this lead out to a field goal, but they're still up by 1. Fielded in the end zone, it's West. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. And after that gargantuan 4th down stop, now a chance to put together a game-winning drive here. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Picks up the first down. There's some room. The 20. Touchdown, Ducks! They've got the lead here in the 4th. He scores for the 5th time in this game.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the 4th quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
Going for 2 here to try to make the lead 7. From the gun. And the sticky fingers makes that 2-point conversion decision a good one. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with a long run for the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. And now this offense needs a late 4th quarter drive to answer that last touchdown. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them into more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Hauls it in. At the 40, there he goes. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
And when you're running the ball well, QBs love going to play action. You get the linebackers starting to suck up closer to the line of scrimmage. They're keying on those running backs, and it just makes pitch and catch so much easier for these quarterbacks and receivers.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Send the tight end in motion. Trying play action. He unleashes a long one. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Pulls and fired complete. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. The Hoosiers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long, with players like that getting after him.
They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Finds his man. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. And the Hoosiers will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Breaks into the open. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
And obviously this guy's been hyped up, and we've talked about him in the Heisman race. What do you have to do? You got to finish strong. The voters are watching what you do at the end of the season. Awesome opportunity. Put together a 100-yard game last week. Put some stats up. Get a bunch of touchdowns. You know, really finish strong so you can get in that Heisman race and maybe go win that big trophy.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Maybe a crease. The Hoosiers take their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Oh, the ball popped out. That's a way to mess up a drive. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
And that was the biggest play of the game. They've got the lead offensively. They're trying to run this thing out. He coughs it up. The defense jumps on it. And all of a sudden, this game has a different feel.
Wants to throw on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Gives it on the option. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He wants to throw it. It's complete to the right. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. That's caught. It's Bond. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. The Hoosiers have their offense in high gear. From the gun, the ground game. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. These DBs going to give a little cushion. 2nd down, he'll throw it. He's got the back in the middle. They stop him right there. A pickup of 10, enough for the first down, and we've also taken it to the 2-minute timeout. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. They're setting up the screen. They don't fall for the screen. Great job retracing and stopping him at the line of scrimmage. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Back to pass. He's got it on the run. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown!
Nice touchdown. Now it's decision time. Extra point will get you to OT. Do you try to win it right now with a 2-point play?
And there was a little pressure involved on that last extra point, but he put it through. On the run from inside his own 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
And that's luxury for this offense to be in right now. They don't have to be in so much of a hurry. They can still run the football, be successful. Great chance right here knocking on the door to take the lead.
Rides to the back. He'll get a fresh set of downs stopped at the 31-yard line.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I just don't like the play call, guys. 2 straight runs, and you're just wasting clock. At this juncture of the game, you need to score, and you got to score quickly. Running the ball is not going to get it done.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Indiana! And they turn it into a defensive score.
And at this juncture of the game, one play is going to make the difference. It's going to be a momentum-changing play. Who's going to come up with it? That time, Paul, gets the pick 6 to break the tie.
And the defense, you're thinking, get a stop, get a stop. This is late in the fourth quarter. This is how we're going to get a win. Our offense is going to go down the field. No, they get the turnover, they force it, and they get to the end zone to create the massive game-changing play.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. This drive will open from the 15. Looking to throw on first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Running free. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The defense will take a timeout. 25 seconds left to play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Right back to it. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Defense will use a timeout. 22 seconds remaining in the game. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Stopped immediately. Might have gotten a little cute with that run on 3rd and long, and they got nothing to show for it. They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. And he's not going to be able to wedge his way there. The defense with the stop.
And that's exactly where you want one of your best football players, right in the middle of your defense. And watch that dude hunt, man. 4th down, and he flies up, finds the football, makes the big play for this defense. He's the guy who they talk to in the headset, and he's the guy who just made the big play.
And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Got to find a completion on this one. He's taking the deep shot. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team.